When dogs lean on you, it's not what you think. Your dog leans in, you smile, scratch their ears and think, "Aw, they love me." But what if I told you it's not always about love? Sometimes that lean is a dog's way of saying, "I'm scared," or "I don't feel safe." Think of a dog clinging to their owner during a thunderstorm. It's trust, but not just affection. Today, we're busting 9 of the biggest dog myths, starting with this one. And trust me, number 7 is a game changer for every dog owner. So your dog leans on you. It's natural to assume it's a sign of affection, right? And sometimes it is. But before you shower them with kisses, remember, dogs communicate differently than we do. Sometimes it's about anxiety or insecurity. Just like humans seek comfort in times of stress, so do dogs. Instead of just assuming they want cuddles, observe their body language. Are they tense? Are their ears back? These are signs of unease. Other times, leaning can be about claiming space or seeking support. The key is to understand your dog as an individual. Pay attention to the context of their behavior. We humans are huggers. It's how we show affection, comfort, and love. But here's the thing. Dogs don't experience hugs the same way. In fact, many dogs find hugs restrictive and uncomfortable. Imagine a stranger coming up to you and wrapping their arms tightly around you. You might feel a little uneasy, right? It's the same for dogs. They rely heavily on body language, and a hug, which limits their movement and escape routes, can feel threatening. Respect their boundaries and find other ways to show affection. It's a common belief, dogs lick their wounds to heal them. And while it's true that dog saliva contains some antibacterial properties, it's not a miracle cure. In fact, excessive licking can actually do more harm than good. Your dog's mouth isn't exactly the cleanest place. When they lick a wound repeatedly, they're introducing germs directly into the open skin, increasing the risk of infection. For minor scrapes and cuts, gently clean the area with warm water and a pet-safe antiseptic. Apply a thin layer of pet-safe antibiotic ointment, and if necessary, use a cone or bandage to prevent your dog from licking. Let's talk about walks. You're strolling down the street, your dog happily trotting ahead, sniffing every lamppost and fire hydrant. You might have heard that this means your dog is trying to be dominant, but let me tell you, that's far from the truth. Dogs explore the world through their noses. They're not trying to dominate you, they're just excited to experience all the amazing smells. Of course, this doesn't mean you should let your dog pull you all over the place. A well-behaved dog walks calmly by your side, even when there are distractions. Use treats, praise, and consistent training to encourage loose-leash walking. Walking your dog should be an enjoyable experience for both of you. You meet a new dog, they're adorable, and you're eager to say hello. You reach out your hand for a sniff, just like you've always been told. But hold on a minute, while it might seem polite, this common greeting ritual can actually be quite rude in the canine world. Dogs have personal space bubbles just like we do. Sticking your hand directly in a dog's face can feel invasive and threatening. Instead of forcing an interaction, let the dog approach you on their terms. Stand sideways, avoid direct eye contact, and keep your hands relaxed at your sides. If they do come closer, let them sniff you first. This shows respect for their boundaries and helps build trust. We all know the stereotype, a dog wags its tail, they must be happy. And while it's true that tail wags are often associated with positive emotions, it's not always that simple. Dogs use their tails to communicate a wide range of emotions. A loose, relaxed wag, especially one where the whole body seems to wiggle along with the tail, is generally a good sign. But a fast, stiff wag, especially if it's accompanied by tense muscles, raised hackles, or a closed mouth, is a warning sign. It means the dog is alert, potentially aroused, and might be feeling anxious, fearful, or even aggressive. Then there's the low, slow wag, often seen in dogs who are unsure or nervous. The key takeaway? Don't just look at the tail, observe the whole dog. Pay attention to their posture, their ears, their eyes, and their overall demeanor. Understanding canine body language is crucial for building a strong, safe relationship with your dog. Curious about dog body language? Subscribe for more videos. Let's talk about growling. It's not a sound any dog owner enjoys hearing, but it's crucial to understand what a growl really means. Many people believe that punishing a growl will stop a dog from being aggressive. But the truth is, punishing a growl is like silencing a fire alarm. You're not addressing the problem, you're just preventing yourself from knowing it's there. Did you know that many dog bites happen without warning? That's often because the dog has been taught not to growl, so instead they go straight to biting. Growling is a dog's way of communicating discomfort, fear, or stress. If you punish a dog for growling, you're not teaching them to be less aggressive, you're teaching them not to warn you at all. Instead of punishing a growl, try to understand why your dog is growling in the first place. Are they feeling threatened? Are they in pain? Are they resource guarding? For example, herding breeds like border collies may growl when overstimulated, while small dogs like dachshunds often growl to protect their space. Once you identify the trigger, you can address the underlying issue through positive reinforcement training. Have you ever noticed when your dog growls? What was the reason? Share in the comments. Listen to what your dog is trying to tell you, and you'll be able to build a stronger, more trusting bond. Let's address a harmful myth, the idea that certain dog breeds are inherently aggressive. You've heard it before. Pit bulls are dangerous, Chihuahuas are snappy, German Shepherds are attack dogs. But the truth is, aggression is a behavioral issue, not a breed-specific trait. Just like humans, dogs are individuals shaped by their genetics, their upbringing, and their environment. Did you know a 2023 study found that breed explains only about 9% of a dog's behavior, while training and environment play a much bigger role? That means a well-trained pit bull can be gentler than a poorly socialized golden retriever. A dog's temperament is influenced by a complex interplay of factors, including early socialization, training, and their experiences with humans and other dogs. Think about it. Have you ever met a scary breed that turned out to be the sweetest pup? Tell us in the comments. A dog raised in a loving home with proper training is far less likely to exhibit aggressive behaviors regardless of their breed. Judge the dog in front of you based on their individual behavior, not on stereotypes or myths. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the breed, it's about the bond. We've all been there. You come home to find your favorite shoes chewed to bits, a suspicious puddle on the rug, or your garbage scattered across the kitchen. You look at your dog and there it is, that classic guilty look. But here's the thing. Dogs don't experience guilt the same way humans do. That guilty look isn't an admission of wrongdoing, it's a learned response to your body language and tone of voice. Dogs are incredibly attuned to our emotions. When they see us upset about something they did, even if it was hours ago, they display appeasement behaviors, like the guilty look, to try and diffuse the situation. Instead of scolding your dog after the fact, focus on preventing unwanted behaviors in the first place. Provide plenty of mental and physical stimulation, train them consistently and positively, and manage their environment to set them up for success. Those puppy dog eyes might be adorable, but they're not a confession of guilt. So, which myth did you believe before today? Tell me in the comments. We've only scratched the surface of understanding our canine companions, and there's always more to learn. Next up, we're diving deep into another fascinating dog behavior, staring. Ever wonder what it really means when your dog locks eyes with you? We'll be uncovering the truth behind those intense gazes in our next video. If your dog stares at you, this is what it really means. And if you love learning about dogs and want to build a deeper bond with your furry friend, don't forget to subscribe. Your pup will thank you.